Our next guest has had roles on some of the biggest shows of all time, from Sons of Anarchy to Desperate Housewives and, of course, The Sopranos. Now she's the host of her very own podcast. Please welcome Drea de Matteo. Hey, girl.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
This is so
welcome, Drea.
Come through, Italian Stallion.
That's right. Oh my God, I can barely see you guys. I might have to put my glasses on so I can see.
Well, get sexy,
We
girl.
can see you.
I see you.
We can see you.
Well,
Ooh.
well, Drea, welcome to the show. We're going to get into your podcast in a minute, but there's a Madonna biopic that's in the works, and some people on Twitter feel they really want you to play her. Would you be down to play Madonna?
Oh my God.
Yo, that's kind of dead on
she's
right
my
there.
Italian stallion. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
See?
I love her
That's a
so
good
much, Madge, or Majesty. I think I'm a little old to play Madonna at this point. I think I've caught up to the same age as her. But it depends on what, first of all, you can't do a movie on Madonna. It has to be a TV series because it has to last forever. I mean, there's too much to say about her. 2 hours, man. Who can do that? Nobody. Yeah, I think it's an attitude. I think that's why people think I look like her. I remember when I was a kid and I was at a Goodfellas premiere, the paparazzi went nuts and taking pictures of me, and I'm like, whoa, I'm not even anybody. They thought I was her. And it would happen to me over and over again.
I believe it.
Oh, wow.
Well,
That's
like
funny.
me, you're also from New York, and you've actually played a bunch of roles with the New York accent. It comes naturally to you, right?
I mean, I can talk like this all day. It's my preferred way of talking. But, I'll be honest, when I was, before I got on The Sopranos, I had a manager who told me that I would never work in this town unless I went and got opera lessons. She said voice lessons. I was like, okay, I can do that. Actors should do that and try to get rid of their accents and all that stuff. She goes, no, honey, you need soprano singing lessons because your voice is atrocious. Forget about your accent. And I was like, whoa, all right. And I kind of was like,
Ouch.
I'm not going to say anything rude on TV because I won't, because I would probably put my middle finger up. But I ended up booking a show called The Sopranos. Just like,
you showed her.
I was like, who's singing now?
Wait,
Right?
I so
You
dig
showed
stories like
her.
this. Drea, did you ever run into her again?
No, I really, I stayed far away from that kind of energy after that. I was like, don't
That's
tell me what I
right.
can't do. Only tell me what I can do.
Speaking of Sopranos, which we loved you on, we all know it's about life in the mafia. And, do you believe your great-grandmother in real life had ties to the mob?
Oh my God, there she is. I didn't know her. But I'm writing a story about her life. My mom started writing it. My mom's an amazing playwright and teacher, and but now she has dementia. So I'm finishing the story for her. And my great-grandmother did have ties to the mob. She had secrets and dirt on everybody in 1950s Harlem because she became a midwife, which we all know covers a lot of things in childbirth. So she was saving people's lives for the most part, but there were a lot of mistresses and a lot of, it's kind of dealing with the subcultures of the 50s as opposed to the happy, shiny 50s. And my grandfather was a made man, and he brought drugs this is not something I'm proud of, to the streets back in those days and supplied her with the morphine she needed to do what she was doing. And it's a pretty crazy story, and it has lots of different facets, but the main thing to take away from it was that she was doing good things, and she was helping people. But yes, there are a lot of ties to the mob, guys, which I didn't really know that much about until I was older. And Garcelle, I just have to say one thing.
That makes sense.
I have pictures of you and I in 2002 at the VH1 Awards when I was hosting it. And there's all these pictures of you and I together doing a skit.
Really? I don't remember a skit. I mean, obviously, I know you. You have to send me the pictures or tag me or something. I would love it. You look great, by the way.
Oh my God, you look exactly the same.
Wow. Now you have a podcast called Gangster Goddess Broad-Cast. Tell us about it.
The Gangster Goddess Broad-Cast was first us kind of selling sisterhood. We started out with a different podcast called Made Women, which was a Sopranos rewatch for the whole first season of The Sopranos.
Oh, that's cool.
We were working for a company. It didn't work out. We figured that we were, we needed to be working for ourselves. We got gangster on the whole thing. We walked away and did season 2 by ourselves because we wanted to focus on people's busted and readjusted stories, on female gangsters and history. But the fans were so obsessed with our deep dive Sopranos rewatches that we had to bring it completely back. So we're really deep in the rewatch.
Wow.
But the thing about our rewatches, we're the only females in the space, me and my partner Chris. We are dealing with busted and readjusted themes throughout the show. The show is so timely. And the show is up 176% in viewership. It's the #1 show right now in America during the quarantine. So we've been, our deep dive is it deals with so many of today's issues, everything that we're going through right now in the world, interpersonal relationships, the psychological relationships between each other, with ourselves, self-awareness. And The Sopranos deals with those issues really hardcore. And then it's funny.
Right.
Yeah, no, I loved The Sopranos. And obviously, like you said, so many people are tuning into it right now. But do you think a show like The Sopranos could get made today?
It's a double-sided thing. I think the show, people were so ready for things to be off the wall back then. The show's not PC, revisiting it right now during all these sensitive times. We're a mess, so I don't know if it would be appropriate right now because it's just too dangerous at the moment, I feel like. It's, we're in a weird time right now. Oh.
Yeah.
I was
Very
going to do
weird.
this from my bathtub today, guys. I was going to do this from my bathtub because I was like, you know what? No one's following any more rules today. There's no societal rules. Everything is just gone crazy.
Do it.
I'm going to do this from my bathtub.
The next time you come back, please be in your bathtub. Please. Dre, thank you so much for stopping by today. You can catch Gangster Goddess Broad-Cast wherever you get your podcast